There's something very creative and very exciting happening right now in Colorado, and I'm talking about the Governor's Art Show. You know me, I love art. So here to tell us all about it is Ruth Scott and Anna Rose Bain. Hello, you two.
Hello.
Very excited to have you here. I'm an art history major and art nerd, so let's get into it. Ruth, the Governor's Art Show is celebrating its 35th year. Mazel tov, that's amazing. What has kept this show going for so long?
Well, I think the main thing is we've got the most incredible artists. And how we get those incredible artists is the juried show.
Oh, nice.
So that, you know, you really have to be the best to get in this show. It's a fine art show, and 100% of our proceeds go to charities and other nonprofits. So
unbelievable. We're seeing some pictures of the artists here. Oh, wow. That's beautiful sculpture. Okay, not only is the show celebrating its 35th year, as we all know, it also falls during Colorado's 150th anniversary. How is that reflected through the show? Are you guys weaving that through?
Oh, we definitely have. Yes. So we created a special award in honor of that.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's the 250, 150, 35th, celebrating our 35th.
A lot of numbers.
Yes, Governor's Legacy Award. And actually, Governor Polis helped select that award.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
You know, I interviewed him, and he has great taste in art.
He really does.
He really cares. Yeah, I saw his office, and I was like, well, this is not just hotel art. This was really good. Anna, you are not a new artist to the show. Tell us what makes you always want to come back to the show.
Well, a lot of my friends are in this show. We have a wonderful art community here in Denver.
Oh, that's lovely.
And we've just really worked hard to build that community. And so we're always lifting each other up and helping each other become better artists for it. And so that show, I think, is a great image of that. You know, it's a great reflection of how hard we work in this community. And Ruth, of course, curates or helps curate that. So I just love being in it. I love being involved, and I love being in the city of Loveland where they actually appreciate art.
Yeah, right. Loveland's great. Do you work in oils, acrylics? What do you work in?
I work in oils.
Oh, that's hard. So you're good. So what you're saying is you're good. That's really hard. I'm going to brag about you, Anna, a little bit here. You are a 2026 award recipient. Tell us everything. Go ahead. It's yours to be on the floor. Go ahead.
Yes. So my winning piece, I won the grand prize for this painting.
Gorgeous.
It's called Red Balloon, and it features my son Everett. He was 3 years old in this painting, and those hydrangeas were actually from my home state of Wisconsin. But he was diagnosed with autism at the age of 3.
Wow.
And so this painting represents just sort of his detachment from normal childhood. You know, the red balloon being that emblem of childhood innocence.
Yes, and he's not looking or
he's
seeing.
he's really disconnected from it. And then the hydrangeas really represent his inner workings, all those thoughts that are going on in his amazing, brilliant mind. And then it's also a little throwback to one of my favorite childhood books, which is Goodnight Moon, and you can see that on his t-shirt.
Oh man, that is so lifelike too. And I like the sort of opening there of like you can go into his world too. Like that's, you know, his own world. That's fabulous. Way to go, Everett. Little model. Okay, walk us through some of the pieces you brought today and what inspired them.
Yeah. So I do a lot of paintings of my children, and I have this painting of my daughter. It's called World of Wonder.
Oh my gosh,
and
she must love this.
She does love it.
With the animals?
She's reading to these animals and bringing in her imagination. She loves dragons. This was painted in 2024, the year of the dragon, so I kind of snuck that in there.
Nice. Look at her feet like together. That's such a kid pose, you know?
Totally. And then I also brought in a ballerina. I'm a huge fan of the human figure. Degas is one of my favorite inspirations for that. And so this is one of the dancers from our Colorado company ballet.
Wow.
And I've been really fortunate to work with some wonderful athletes over the years. So I have a very diverse and eclectic subject matter that I love to work from, and I do a lot of florals as well, but this is just a small sampling of what I love to paint.
You're very versatile. I love that one of her arms is going off the page, off the canvas. I mean, she's stretched all the way down.
She sure is.
That's beautiful work. Wow.
Thank you.
And I just love, what's her name, your daughter?
Oh, Cecilia.
Cecilia and Everett, how cute. All right, let's talk about you living in Colorado. How has that influenced your work? Has it influenced your work?
Absolutely. So I'm from Wisconsin originally, and then lived in Texas for about 7 years, and I really tried to make the most of my time in Texas.
You gave it a good old effort.
I gave it a go. But you know what? The mountains were calling, and there's something so true about that, where if you're surrounded by beauty, it just snowballs, and it creates more and more inspiration. And so living in Colorado is very inspiring.
Yeah.
I just love painting the mountains, being in the mountains, and bringing that inspiration back home to the studio.
That's amazing. I always go on a hike, but just eat in the parking lot. But I do like looking. I like to look at the mountains. Ruth, I want you to expand more, as we were talking about Colorado, on the local aspect of this. Like, you feature Colorado artists solely. Tell me about that.
Yes, we do. So actually, I think we're about the only one in the nation that has a governor's show. I think there's one other state, I think it's Wyoming, that does. But we focus on on our Colorado artists because actually they're the best in the country.
Amen.
I mean, we
Amen.
truly are very blessed to have all this talent
Yeah.
in this state.
Yeah, and it's great to bring that up for the 150th. It's just like such
Yeah.
a good point for that. Let's say someone's watching. They're an artist. I'm sure there's someone out there watching. They want to participate. Let's say it's me. Maybe
Okay.
I'm an artist. How do I get into it? How do I get into the show, or at least nominate myself to get in?
Okay, well, just come on to our website. And so the call for entries will open in August,
Okay.
and they'll run through November 1st.
Okay, and then there's voting.
Yes, and so we have 5 jurors. So they're different every year. We have artists that jury the show, and it's a blind jury, so no one knows who the artists are.
Smart.
And we just take the top scores and go from there.
Amazing.
And so that's how we get such great art
Yeah.
in this show.
I like that it's anonymous too, so you don't know. Guys, if this is a sign that you want to try it, this is the sign. We're waving at you. Try it in August. Go to the website. The 35th Colorado Governor's Art Show and Sale is going on now through June 6th, and it's at the Loveland Museum. Learn more at governorsartshow.org. Thank you both for being here, and congrats. You're so good. Say hi, Everett and Cecilia.
Hi, Everett and Cecilia.
You did great as models.